So recently a G7 summit happened. Means the countries who comes under G7, they conducted their meeting, and in their meeting they took some decisions, and about these decisions we will talk. An elite club. Elite means you call a person elite if he is very prosperous, he is affluent. So why this club has been called elite? Because in G7 countries, because in G7 club, most, you can say that all countries are super rich. The G7 needs to be more open and less exclusive in an increasingly interlinked world. Editorial says that we are living in a world that is closely interconnected. So in the present scenario, every country depends on another. But in such a time, G7 countries are still living in their, you can say that they are living in a closed environment. है ना? They are not allowing any other country to join G7. So editorial says that they needs to be more open. है ना? So G7 club needs to be liberal, and they do not allow anybody. है ना? They G7 club is not inclusive. है ना? So there is a need to be less exclusive. It means more countries should be allowed to enter the G7 group. The G7 summit at Carbis Bay, so this is the place where this meeting was organized, this summit happened, sent out two very strong messages. So what were these two messages? The first was driven by. So when something is driven by something, then it gets force from that thing. So the first was driven by the United States new president. So the G7 summit sent two messages. The first message was driven by the United States new president Joseph Biden and his vow. है ना? Joseph Biden has pledged that America is back. For what purpose America is back? To take the lead. To take the lead means to become the global leader. America is back. The G7 commitment. Commitment means dedication for some work. The G7 commitment to donate 1 billion coronavirus vaccines to poorer countries. So this G7 club has decided that they will donate 1 billion coronavirus vaccine to poorer countries. And what is their another goal? To invest $12 trillion in their combined pandemic recovery plan. है ना? So pandemic means a widespread disease. है ना? Here we call coronavirus a pandemic. So pandemic recovery plan. So we are all aware of the fact that in this times a lot of countries has been affected by coronavirus. है ना? So these 7 countries are going to invest $12 trillion for recovery, है ना? For economic recovery, you can say. But this plan depends on US commitments for a larger part. है ना? So you can say that most of the funds will be provided by the US. So that's why editorial says that it depends on US. The success of their plan, that to invest $12 trillion and to donate 1 billion coronavirus, this plan is mostly dependent on the US. The special communique means an official press release on open society. What is open society? Open society means when you are liberal. If your country is liberal, if you can say that if you are not hard on your policies, then you may be called under open societies. For the special communique on open societies for the G7 outreach. What is the meaning of outreach? Outreach means to reach further. Outreach means to reach further, or you can say to increase the process of building relationship. So you can say that G7 countries are trying to increase their reach, and the invitation to fellow democracies, and G7 club has given invitations to some democracy like India, Australia, South Korea and South Africa are also. So here we are talking about two things, that one thing is invitation has been given to some countries, and the another one is that for outreach a communique has been issued. So editorial says that what are these methods are also an extension of his stated commitment to convening a democracy summit this year. So President Joe Biden, extension means you can say that an additional of his stated commitment. Commitment means dedication. Convene means to conduct a democracy summit this year. So President Joe Biden wants to organize a meeting, and for the same means for the meeting invitation has been given to such and such countries. You can say that India, Australia, South Korea, है ना. Even the slogan for the G7, build back better, this slogan has been given, है ना, during the G7 meeting. This slogan was given, build back better, was a White House term. So these words, build back better, है ना, these words were first used by the White House for what purpose? To declare America's economy and jobs recovery plan. So you can say that coronavirus has affected every country, है ना. In the same way, the America was also affected by the coronavirus. So America decided to recover. America decided to recover its economy and job losses, and gave the slogan build back better. And the same slogan has been used by the G7 countries now. The second message, so this was the first message, okay. The second message was the consensus. Consensus means to be agree, है ना, to get agree on something. Was the consensus amongst the 7 member countries on countering China. What is the meaning of counter? Counter means if somebody is attacking on you, then you resist, then you protect yourself, है ना. So you can say that to prevent, है ना, to resist, है ना, it is counter. So every country, है ना, every country that belongs to G7 is opposing China, है ना. That is their second message. The final G7 communique holds means includes no less than 4 direct references. So the final communique, है ना, so the final paper of G7, है ना, in the final paper of G7 it has been described. You can say that there are minimum 4 points, and these 4 points directly indicate towards China, and every point is negative, including criticizing Beijing. So in all points China has been criticized by G7 members, है ना. So what has been said about China? For its rights record in Xinjiang, है ना, what the China is doing in Xinjiang, है ना. So G7 countries criticized the China's action, and democratic freedoms in Hong Kong. So you can say that we see that so many times Hong Kong is always in news because China tries to control Hong Kong, है ना. Hong Kong is an, you can say that, autonomous body, है ना. Hong Kong is an autonomous area, but China always tries to control the freedom of Hong Kong, है ना. So this action of China has been opposed by the G7 members. And some other points, its non-market policies and practices, है ना. So China's policies are anti-market, है ना. China's policies are anti-market, है ना. So you can say that they are not liberal for international countries. Concerns means worry over its actions in the China Sea. Concerns over its actions in the China Sea. So China is also trying to control the China Sea, and a demand for a transparent investigation. So you can say that these are the points, and these are the main points G7 members has used to criticize China. And one more point, a demand for a transparent investigation into the origins of the COVID-19 virus. So many people blame China for the origin of coronavirus. So G7 countries believe that a transparent investigation should be conducted to identify the source of coronavirus, whether actually China was responsible or not. Though the bonhomie है ना, though however the bonhomie means friendly behavior among the G7 leader was palpable. Palpable means something that can be seen clearly. Okay, there was you can say that friendliness among all members of G7, but the differences and contradiction means some, you can say that some opposite views. Differences means also same and opposite views. Differences and contradictions in the grouping remain a challenge. Still in this G7 group, you can say that there are so many differences and so many contradictions. Even 2 decades ago, decade means time period of 10 years. Even 2 decades ago, questions were raised about whether the grouping, earlier it was G8, G7, earlier it was G8, and now at present it is G7. So we are talking about 2 decades ago. So 2 decades ago, G8 could claim its mental means its authority, mental means position, could claim its mental as the world's richest countries. So you can say that before 20 years ago, G8 could claim about its power that we are among the richest countries, but still there were so many concerns. When emerging economies, China and India are not included. So editorial says that 2 decades ago, 2 decades ago, you do not include China and you do not include India, that are, you can say that, emerging economies. Emerging means evolving, coming out. So without including China and India in your group, how can you say that you are among the richest countries? You cannot ignore China and India also. On economic issues, if we talk about economic issues, the EU is a more representative unit than the individual European G7 member countries. So when we talk about economic issues, the EU, European Union, represents it better than individual European G7 member country. Finally, the premise means base of a group like the G7. So what is the base of G7? That of an exclusive club of the haves. What is the meaning of haves? Haves means the people who are rich, the people who are prosperous, the people who are affluent. So that of an exclusive club of the haves, haves or you can say the best versus the rest. So the members of the G7 group consider themselves haves. They consider themselves the best. Seems anachronistic. So what is the meaning of anachronistic? Anachronistic means that is out of time. Anachronistic means that it is not relevant today. That it is not relevant. That it is not relevant today. Something that is old fashioned. So it doesn't seems suitable to this time in a world that is much more interlinked. So if the G7 club says that we are the best, so this fact seems anachronistic, this fact seems old fashioned, because we are living in a world which is interlinked. Every country is connected with another country now than in 1975. Okay, if you say if during 19 75, you say we are the best. Okay, then we can say that okay, you are right, you may be the best. But at present, India and China, you can say that you can consider India and China among the biggest economic power. When the grouping first came about means to take place, to happen. When this group, when this G7 club came in existence, when it came in existence, it came in existence in 1975. So at that time, maybe it was appropriate to say that G7 is the best. But at present, if you say that G7 is the best, so it seems anachronistic, it seems old fashioned, it is not up to the mark. Okay, next one. India, a special guest to the G7 G8 since 2003. So India has been a special guest to the G7 or G8 countries. So India has also maintained its independent course. Independent course means the way of India is completely independent. India is not under control of anybody, especially on political issues. So whatever the political opinion India has, it gives independently. It is significant, it is important that the G7 outreach communiques. So G7 club has prepared one communique, or G7 club has released an official newsletter, and they are trying to outreach. They are trying to outreach means they are trying to reach further. They are trying to increase. They are trying to increase the process of building relationship with other countries. So this communiques that included the guest countries. So in these communiques, guest countries have also been included, did not make the same references to China as the main document. So outreach communiques didn't mention about the China as the main document. And MEA officials clarified, Ministry of External Affairs officials clarified, and they explained that Chinese aggression was not raised at the outreaches, which focused on the pandemic, climate change, and democratic freedoms. So there was another communique, and in that communique, China's aggression means violent behavior. Raise means to take up an issue, was not raised at the outreaches. So when this club discussed outreach, then they ignored China's aggression, and in that communique they focused on pandemic means coronavirus, climate change, and democratic freedom. So these were the important topics. India voiced, if you voice for something, you support that thing. India voiced concern means worry about some clauses in the joint communique on open society. So there has been talk about open society. Open society means we should be liberal, we should have liberal policies. So India has some concerns regarding that open societies, which condemned rising authoritarianism. So what are the points that have been mentioned under open societies? So there are some points. Under open societies, it has been condemned. Condemned means to criticize severely, to criticize something strongly, it is condemnation. Rising authoritarianism. What is authoritarianism? Authoritarianism means dictatorship, when you behave like Hitler. So it is called rising authoritarianism. Net shutdowns. So these points should, if you want to be under open societies, then you should try to neglect these points. There should be no authoritarianism, there should be no net shutdowns in your country. Manipulation of information. Manipulate means to change something for your own benefit, to change something, to modify something, to control something. So manipulation of information. And rights violation. You can say that your fundamental rights, if they are violated. So it means you are not following the rules of open society. If you are under open society, then you should be liberal, and you shouldn't allow in your country net shutdowns, manipulation of information, rights violation areas. And these are the areas where the Modi government has often been criticized itself. So at international level, you can see that Modi government has been criticized frequently, है ना, on these issues. Addressing the session, है ना, to address means to deliver an speech, है ना, before audience. Addressing the session on open societies, Mr. Modi said that India is a natural ally to the G7. Ally means associate, friend. So Mr. Modi said about the open society that India is connected to the G7 and India also believe in G7. In the present, if we talk about present situation, the government will be expected to walk the talk. To walk the talk means whatever you have said, you should follow. Whatever you have said, you should follow. है ना? So if you do this, it means you walk the talk. On its commitments, dedications at the G7 outreach, है ना? So outreach again, है ना? So 2-3 times this words has been repeated, है ना? So outreach means to reach further, है ना? Or to increase the process of building relationship, है ना? So okay, Mr. Modi has addressed that we are natural ally to the G7, है ना? And we will follow the rules of open society. So editorial says that now we expect from the government that the government will walk the talk. Government will do whatever it has said, especially in the areas of information clampdown. Recently we saw, है ना, in India, recently we saw, है ना, information clampdown. Clampdown means to suppress something, है ना, to prevent. Clampdown means to suppress something, है ना? So many incidents happened in India, given that India had the largest number of internet shutdown. So what was India trying to do with internet shutdown? Information was being clamped down, and information was being clamped down. So editorial in 2020, है ना? So given means considering. So that has been the fact that in 2020 India had the largest number of internet shutdown, and with the help of internet shutdown, the Modi government tried to suppress the information. So that's why editorial says that if India really believes in open society, then it should walk the talk.